Hey guys, Rick Shaw here. We're having a pretty noisy day with all the construction and noise in the house, but we're having some nice, beautiful clouds. It's a nice day. Yesterday I was in the sun, soaked up a good bit of sun. I felt somewhat better last night, but this morning again, the back it's just not giving up. It's just going to be one of these dang month-long months. Hi, baby. Oh, we'll get some of that later. You already had half a watermelon.
Okay, want some?
It's all right. I won $1 million too, and I ain't getting that either. So go on. These guys, I buy fruits and stuff, and they want to eat it all in one day. I mean, that's how it goes around here. I chop them up a watermelon, a big watermelon. They sucked half of it up. And now they want to finish the rest of it. I'd like to have a little bit for tomorrow, and I'd like to have some. So, but when I cut that up, I came out here for a little bit to help my wife with this rug, and when I came back, all the watermelon was gone. These babies really like the fruit. So in apples, we just bought, 25, 30 apples. We're down to our last couple, maybe a pair or two, so we got to go. We'll get out and do some shopping again. We've been having bad luck on the apples here, even from our regular fruit lady. She said they're just, this is just all she can get right now. The apples just aren't good. You bite into them, and within a little bit, they're turning brown. They're old apples is what they are. So, you get a couple good ones out of it. I wish my wife, instead of her going, I wish I could have went there and picked them, because I do know how to pick a good apple. I don't think she really ate much of them before I ever come around. She never, when we first got together, ever went to even think about them. It was mostly mangoes and bananas and stuff with her, but I was the one who started grabbing up the apples. But she hardly ever eats them. I guess she just don't like them. But the kids and I mean, we'll eat 3-4 apples in a day, and I don't think that's a bad thing myself. We all go pretty good, and we like it. How's my beautiful Dolly today? My little sweetie. Noisy today, huh? Yeah. Oh, well. Are you being goofy behind me again? Yeah, no. No means yes in this land. I already know that. But put some stuff on the MeWe, and since I updated my phone, the Facebook turned back on. There's some interesting stuff on Facebook. They'll probably chop me off again soon. They've already flagged, I don't know, half the stuff I put up. Now I'm finding stuff from other people that was flagged from these fact checkers. This is the same stuff from back in the 30s, in the regime before World War II with the brown shirt guys. It's the same thing, guys. It's history repeating itself. They didn't teach a lot of these kids this stuff. I've actually talked to some young kids and asked them, how many Jews were in the concentration camps and killed, and they don't know. I showed some kids pictures of that, and they're like, "When's that from? Roman times?" That's what the kids said. History is going to repeat itself if you don't learn it. History, they try to say, oh, it's bad, we got to take this history. No, don't take any history away. And if history is bad, good, then we're going to learn from it. We're going to learn from that bad history. Goofy. I can feel her doing goofy stuff behind me. Yeah. My little goofy girl. Oh, well. But it is, by the way, it's the 30th of January. Tomorrow we got a big day. We got our last day of the tutor coming. And then she's going to be off for a few days again. But with tutor comes every day for the kids. They get 5 days a week, and I get 2. And she pounds me full of this stuff, and it's tough. My daughter and I, we study the words, but I'm not catching them all. I ask her to stop giving me more stuff to learn until I know the stuff I have. So, but the kids have been helping me with the words. Even little Geronimo, if I ask him what a tree is, he'll tell me in Tagalog. I mean, he knows all this stuff. So that they're a great help, even though this one's goofy, and he'll tell me, this is thin and that's thick. Yeah, this one, she does that. So I got to be careful with this one. Yeah, but I don't know. It's a beautiful day. I'm hoping this back clears up, and every time I get this back goes out like this, I can't go. I get constipated, and it's just like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It snowballs and gets worse and worse and worse. So I hate to do it, but took a laxative again. Try to clear this out and get to feeling better. Stupid gut was hurting. I ran into something here, and I don't know if anyone else has heard of this, or maybe it's true or not, but every time I get sick from something like this stomach thing, I'll take stuff out of my diet. And I had pretty much a week and a half of these real bad stomach troubles. And just absolutely horrible. Thought I was going to croak. That's how bad they get. And one of the things I take every day was this Tangy Tangerine 2.0 from Youngevity. So I thought, well, it's some of the things I eat, so I'm going to take it out of my diet. Next day I had the stomach ache, and then boom, then for 7 days, nothing, no stomach problems. So yesterday I decided to take it again. I didn't even take the full dose. I took like half of it, and sure enough, I got that bad stomach sickness again. And then today I still have a touch of it. It's not as bad, but it almost feels like I'm having a heart attack. It's right here, and it's pretty bad. And then the stomach is just all in a knot. Just really crazy. So I'm wondering what's up with that. If anybody else has heard of that takes the stuff, let me know. I was trying to get a hold of Youngevity with these guys. I was supposed to be on their streams and stuff. I signed up for that. I don't want to really ask this because it may not be it. This may not be what's happening. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to stop taking it again for now. I'm going to try a couple weeks, and then I'm going to come back in 2 weeks if I have no stomach trouble and take another half dose and see. And that'll be 100% proof to me that it's that. I always tried. That's what they did to me in 2016 when I had the trouble. I told them about my stomach and just trouble. It's what was causing my heart to beat funny, and that's what they did to me. They took me off of foods. They started taking me off the foods, and then we would reintroduce it, and that's how we found out I had the problem with the gluten. And with the stomach, and when they put that, they have me a little thing that you ate, a little capsule. It's kind of big, but I got her down, and I went through and looked, and the microbacilli in my stomach was tore up kind of good, inflamed and swollen. So they said, knock off all the bread. Like here, I do rice noodles if I'm doing any kind of noodle. That don't seem to bother me. I eat a lot more rice than I ever did. I don't particularly think much of it. I kind of would like to have a piece of toast with my eggs, but them days are kind of over now. And I have cut the sugar way down. Another thing that happened to me. Oh, this was a couple months ago. It's on one of the videos. It was one of Carl Only sent me a thing about milk, and I was always a big milk drinker. I like it. I like milk. Cheese. I was putting cheese on everything. Salads, no matter what, I was having lots of it. We found a place around here in Southwoods that they have all different kinds of cheeses of the world you can get. It's at the mall. It's expensive, but it's what I can get. I can travel to Manila and pay all that going to Manila, all that big charge going to Manila, and blowing a whole day and get it a lot cheaper, but it's a lot easier for me to go here, and especially if I go up there with the crocodiles. They usually will try to get some of your money. So I just bought it here. Well, that was the one thing I took out of my diet and got rid of all this choking I was doing. I had nights where every time I just drift off to sleep, I would be like started back into awakeness, choking, and that was getting really disgusting. And it was every day. It was every single day. And then when I cut the milk out, it took a day or two. When I cut that out, that's gone. That's been gone. So, and I'm real careful with the stuff I eat. I had a cupcake over at the birthday party the other day, and I know that's flour and gluten and all that, but I just ate half of one. It was pretty good. The girl, we went to the birthday party, the girl who does the bacon. I always liked cake when I was younger. Then when I got older, I didn't really eat it. But I've had cake that had the good bread part and bad icing, and I've had some that had really good icing in the bad bread part. Well, this girl, when she makes these cakes and these cupcakes, they're just delicious on both ends. Every bite of them, these things are just fantastic. She really knows how to bake a cake. I wish she'd go into a business and start baking cakes, because I think she could make out. I think she could make a pretty good living. We go up to that stupid cake places in the mall, because we usually like to go get a cake when somebody has a birthday. But pretty much anymore, even the cakes in those places they're like bad. It seems this year they're just going bad. I don't eat them, and the bad thing is when you see kids getting a piece of cake and they don't even finish it. You know, that's not a good cake. Well, what are they making this stuff for? I don't understand why are they baking something? Why don't they have where they have a whole group of kids every now and again and give them some cake and see what they're eating, and if they're not eating it, well, change the recipe or do something. But they keep making the same old cakes that, yeah, they're pretty, but nobody wants them. Nobody wants to really eat them. My wife got a cake one time here a while back. It was some kind of I forget, German chocolate or something like that. And it had big pieces of chocolate flakes, almost like corn flakes on top with cherries and all this stuff, and then a white icing in the mix. And she cut that thing open. I thought, I'm going to have just one bite. You know, I know I shouldn't be eating that stuff, but I'm going to have one little bite. Boy, was it miserable. I didn't even swallow it. I spit it out. I was like, what the heck is this? What are they selling? It was like there was no taste to it at all. And I thought, you know, if it was tasted real good, I'd have swallowed it, but it didn't taste good, and I didn't want my small intestine to take a beating on something that didn't even taste good. What the heck is that? So, what are you doing, Miss Goofy, back there?
Nothing.
Nothing? This one here, my first baby of the Philippines, huh? And my goofiest one. I think she gets that from her mother. What do you think?
No.
No? Where do you get it from?
I don't know.
Oh, she don't know. Would you think you got it from that frog that hopped by last night?
No.
What about the turtle we saw?
No.
What about the rabbits up on the other street?
No.
What about the lizards that climb on the ceiling?
No.
No, you don't get it from there. Where do you
From
get?
you.
Me? I don't think so. I'm Mr. Serious. See? I even did right in the camera. I did Mr. Serious. Didn't I? Can you do Miss Serious? Try it one time. One time like this. Look.
No. No.
Come on. She doesn't want to be serious. Hey, mister. Yeah, little kids, we're having a pretty good holiday season. You like your little Mr. Transformer that doesn't transform into anything? Huh? That's the first Transformer I ever seen that doesn't transform into nothing. You can spin him around on his hips and make his legs move, and his head will wiggle all around in a circle because it's like on a ball, and his arms will move and his wrists will move, but he doesn't transform into like a cool car or truck or anything, or a rocket ship or nothing. I was like, I think China missed the boat on that one. They should read or watch the Transformer movie, not just look at the pictures in the front. I don't get that, but it says real big right on the back of it, made in China. Seems everything here, I don't care where you go, it's made in China. And now they're doing a lot of things on there. Like I got some stuff that came from China. I do delivery track, and it's coming from Shenzhen and all this stuff. And some of that stuff I'm getting says made in New York. It says, or made in USA right on it. And it's coming straight out of China. So they don't care, those guys. They're going to try to do anything to take their name off of products to sell it, except the kids. It seems like the kids' toys. But I've got a fan here came, and it said right on it, made in New York. Now the dang thing, it quit. It was supposed to be one of them USB ones. It quit, so I had to send it back. And I did take a picture with this camera, but you can't see it. This camera, I had it set up on the side to where it would zoom in, but I don't know all the settings on this, and I can't find the manual. And the other day when I was in there playing with the settings, trying to figure it out, I changed the settings so all it would do is take pictures. So that took me a little while to figure out. I'm not that techie with this thing yet. I would rather go into a place where somebody knows how to use one and they could just show me real quick. These manuals, the way they write them are ridiculous. I remember a while back, knew a girl who wrote manuals, and she wrote this manual on putting this bicycle together. And it just was this long, drawn-out, needless things to do, just real long. So I did some editing on there and changed a few things on how to put this bicycle together from start to finish, and got it down to like about a half a page with some pictures. And she said, "You think that's going to do it?" Yeah, that's what a guy who's putting this thing together needs, or a girl. And they rejected it. So she sent back her first original one that was about 6 pages of crap and very confusing, and that's the one they accepted and paid her a lot of money for that. So go figure. Go figure. I love to see some of these things I get when I buy from Lazada, these places from China that sell you stuff, and the way they talk to you to try to get you to buy more stuff. I'm thinking, why don't they, there's got to be a couple Americans over there. Why don't they have some of these Americans, or just to have it proofread online with some American? They could send me some stuff, and then I could tell them how wrong and silly this sounds the way they're saying it. They could do that, and they could put some money in my pocket or somebody else's pocket, anywhere else that speaks English as their language, and not come up with this, dear fellow co-buyer was one of the things. That's how they addressed me, dear fellow co-buyer. Well, I'm a fellow, and I guess I'm dear to them because I give them money. But who else bought? Who else co-buyer? I guess to them, a lot of people bought this stuff, so I'm a co-buyer or something. I don't know, but that's just odd things like that they do that you would just change. But then again, they'd probably get you to do that and say, no, that's no good. We want this one. Go figure. But I'm going to let you go. I'm just rambling around. Look on the MeWe page and some of the stuff on Facebook. A lot of stuff going on. They claim it's going to be the 6th when all this goes down. They're estimating there's going to be 1.5 million people. Of course, the news media probably won't show you anything of that. They'll probably just show you a little crowd somewhere way out on the fringes and say that's all he got. You know how the media works. They're all in the bag. This whole thing, and now you're looking at these Republicans in the House and the Senate. They're doing this thing on this bill where they're going to have to vote. I understand they're going to have to vote on each individual one. So that's going to just shine some light on them. It's shining the lights on the rats, guys. I think a lot of what this is all about now. I don't believe, they keep saying Trump just needs to concede. I heard the Hollywood people saying it, news media people saying he needs to concede. Well, I don't think he can do that. If he does that with the information he has on Biden, that could be considered treason, and they could call in the military and have him shot. So, that's treasonous offense. And, of course, they'd really push for that to get him shot. They hate the guy's guts. But that's why I don't think he can concede. Because by conceding, he knowingly is aiding and abetting a criminal get in the White House. But I think a lot of stuff's going to come out. I don't think stuff's going to start until about the 6th. I think that's when this whole party is going to get started. Either that's when the party starts for our side, or the party starts for their side. I'm not sure. There's so much information coming out. It's hard to disseminate it all and to know what's real. You're getting all these conflicting reports, and I look at the other side also. I even read some of these comments from these liberal people that they just hate him. And when I get back with them and I say, okay, can you give me the one main thing you hate about him? One person said, why does he spray tan himself orange? That's the one thing. I don't give a dang about that. I don't care about how he talks to people. I just care about all the things he's gotten done. And that's what I care about. But none of these liberals can cite me one single thing that they really hate that's not some superficial piece of garbage just because they hate him. They haven't come up with anything that I can look up and say, okay, yeah, I didn't like that. Me too. Can't find it. So hope you guys look up something. But this is Rick Shaw out.